Hi everybody, Julia Stock, Business Revolutionary with Be Astute. We are on our A to Z of business vocab, and this week it's for HR, human resources, a phrase that scares a lot of business owners that I meet. They don't know what to do, how to do it, and somehow think that it's very legalistic, boring, scary, and something that could potentially cause them a lot of pain. What's really interesting is by taking this hands-off approach, actually you can create more problems than you solve. Good HR practice is not about policies, procedures, contracts, although that is a lot of the stepping stones to good HR practice, but actually it's a dynamic way of dealing with your staff. Fundamentally, to create a great team, we need great policies and practices in place in order to do that. Now, when you're growing and small and things move around all the time, actually writing it all down to create a formal policy is not a great priority. And if things are moving a lot, then writing it down actually stops good communication. But when you've stopped being in that kind of chaotic startup phase, actually taking the time to slowly build up a set of guidelines. So this is how we do things around here. This is what's important to us. This is how we want you to be operating. And this is how we're going to be training you. And this is how we're going to be able to tell if you're doing a great job so we can be nice to you. Or when you're not doing a good job, we can easily spot it and do something about it. And doing something about it doesn't mean beating you with a big stick necessarily, but it is about identifying whether it's a skills gap, a knowledge gap, or a confidence gap, or a motivation interest gap as to why things haven't been done. So good HR practice is all of this stuff. Yes, it involves some very tedious words like appraisals. And lots of business owners have previously had really bad experiences with appraisals and so are really reluctant to be inflicting that on their staff because they haven't found it useful as a worker. It's not a reason not to do it. It's a reason to come up with a process that actually works for you and your team, because there's nothing like regularly sitting down, looking at the bigger picture, looking at how someone is developing and how you want them to develop. That in itself is a really exciting conversation and useful. And if you don't wrap it up in an appraisal in this formal process, then when and how are you having those conversations? So HR is the cornerstone of your business, whether you like it or not. You are doing this stuff. So learning how to do this stuff better is one of the key things that you can do to boost growth, reduce your stress, improve your profitability, because you're a bit stuffed without your staff. So that's HR, part of the A to Z of business vocab. Thanks.